Now let me talk a little funny story, because I am running for Congress down in Dallas, and we've got a congressman down in Dallas named Pete Sessions. He's a Republican congressman. And Pete had gathered up this program. It was $1.6 million that he was going to use for Led Zeppelins. I mean, for balloons that were going to fly tanks into the battlefield. But this wasn't to build them. This is just to research this. $1.6 million. Well, the thing about it is Pete must have been awfully shocked when he went to drop off this $1.6 million check and found out that his former aide ran the company that he wrote the check to. And so it just must have been a real shock. He must have been like, oh my God, you work here? I can't believe it. A $1.6 million check to this guy to research this, and they have never had anything to do with military development or dirigibles or flying machines, not even a Frisbee. Okay? Well, that's what they were actually getting invested in. Now, you know, there's a funny story that I tell when I'm bashing Republicans. And I'm sorry to the guys that got up here. They were great. And it's mainly the federal government. But, you know, I don't believe that Barack Obama is single-handedly destroying this nation. No. I know that, like the Republicans, he's using both hands. Yep. And I'll tell you this much. You know, and the way that I look at that is our debt, our national debt, didn't go from $5 trillion to $10 trillion from 2001 to 2008 because of Barack Obama's health care plan. You know, it hadn't had time to kick in to any of that to happen, but our debt has doubled during that time period. We've really got to pay attention. It doesn't matter at this point. Now, this is the real libertarian coming out of me here. But it doesn't matter at this point whether you're for the wars, against the wars, whether you think we need to stay there, etc. There's only one thing. We can't afford it. This country is going broke. We will be broke if we continue to do what we're doing right now. There's no way around it. It's just a simple fact. If you look at our budget of $3.5 trillion and take away mandatory spending of $2.4 trillion, there is no way to ever have a balanced budget, ever, if we continue to do what we're doing around the world. And we go to these tea parties and we talk about spending and we talk about taxes, but if we can't understand that, then we're going to have a real problem, you guys. Now, when people say we've got to stop Barack Obama, we've got to stop Nancy Pelosi, we've got to stop Harry Reid. Yep. Absolutely. Yep. We've got to stop Barack Obama, we've got to stop Harry Reid, we've got to stop Nancy Pelosi, we've got to stop any future George Bushes, we've got to stop Dick Cheney, we've got to stop Pete Sessions, we've got to stop my city councilwoman, we've got to stop the mayor of Dallas from buying hotels. We've got a lot of people to stop. Because everybody, it's not just looking up at the federal government and going, oh my God, these guys. No! There are a lot of people on all the fields that are after your money to put in their pocket. We have allowed our government to get away with far too much for far too long, and the only way to control our government is to restrain them to the Constitution and have everybody in our government understand one thing, that you have to protect people's life, liberty, and property. That is the purpose of government. It's the only purpose of government.
That's right.
Now, we can no longer afford to be around the world doing what we're doing. We can no longer afford entitlement spending, and we can no longer afford mainly bailing out corporations at the expense of the people. We've got to get government out of business. Right. And a lot of people tell me, well, you libertarians, you believe in just letting the corporations run amok. No, we believe in taking the government out of the corporation's pocket so they can't run amok, so they could fail, so that, you know, so the bills don't go through that just benefit very rich corporations and hurt competition. Thank you.